Okay, so let's start the laryngoscopes now. We've got three types of basic laryngoscopes. One is Macintosh, second is Miller's, and third is McCoy. So Macintosh is the curved um, laryngoscope. Mnemonic, uh, like Apple made Macintosh back in 90s, I guess. So that Macintosh was curved. Okay, it was curved, right? So that is a mnemonic. Second is Miller's in pediatrics, right? So I think you guys must have seen the movie We're the Millers, and they had kids in the movie as well. So Miller's blade for pediatrics, it is straight, right? All the kids basically are straight. I'm really sorry for using this language, but that's how I do it. So Macintosh, more commonly used, it's curved, and Miller's in pediatrics it is used, it is straight. Third one is McCoy, curved with moving tip. Okay, it is curved with a moving tip. It's pretty cool, right? So now coming on to laryngoscope, always held in the left hand. So you must have seen, I think if you're an intern, you must have done uh, laryngoscopy as well. If you're not, so do see the videos first how to do laryngoscopy and you'll get the idea. You always hold it in the left hand. Don't ever say the non-dominant hand. Never. Even if you're lefty, even if you're a left-handed person, you have to hold it in the left hand only. So always held in the left hand, inserted in the right side of the mouth. Okay, so you hold it in your left hand, you insert in the right side of the mouth, tongue displaced to left hand, to the left side, sorry, the tongue is displaced to the left side, so right side, you displace it to the left side obviously, and tip of the laryngoscope, it lies at vallecula. So that is how, so vallecula, the spelling is wrong obviously. So you put, you hold it in your right, in your left hand, you put it in the right side of the mouth, and then you displace the tongue to the left side, and then the tip of laryngoscope lies at the vallecula of the tongue. Okay. Laryngoscopy causes extension at the atlanto-occipital joint. Okay, so there'll be extension at the atlanto-occipital joint. I hope you can imagine it. And flexion at neck. So it's pretty important, extension at the atlanto-occipital joint and flexion at the neck. This is called a sniffing morning air position. Okay, so you are like sniffing something like this. Okay, I mean, like you can very well imagine the Joey Tribbiani style. Okay, when he used to sniff the fart. So that is how you do it. You sniff the morning air. So this is sniffing morning air position. Extension at the atlanto-occipital joint and flexion at neck. So oral, pharyngeal and laryngeal axis in the straight line. So this is very important. What happens here is that whenever you extend at the atlanto-occipital joint, the oral, pharyngeal and the laryngeal axis, they lie in the straight line. So this is very important. And sniffing morning air position is also one of the most important questions that has been asked about laryngoscopy. So what is the position that is sniffing morning air position, right? Now what are the structures that can be damaged during laryngoscopy? They can be damaged to the upper incisors. You can very well imagine how it happens, right? So damage to the upper incisors, that normally happens. Okay. Now cardiovascular response to laryngoscopy. So whenever you do laryngoscopy, are there any cardiovascular changes in your body? Are there? Yes, there are. So there can be hypertension, there can be tachycardia and arrhythmia. So basically there is excitation of the CVS. You can say that. So there is hypertension, there is tachycardia and arrhythmia. Okay. So response can be reduced. All the three responses, hypertension, arrhythmia and tachycardia, can be reduced by giving opioids. So what opioids can be given? We can give fentanyl, we can give CCBs, we can go for beta blockers, we can go for lignocaine, right? All these things can be given to reduce these responses. Okay, so whenever we go for laryngoscopy, we have to be very alert. We have to know that these things can happen. So we give opioids like these. That is fentanyl. Okay, we can give CCBs, beta blockers, and lignocaine. So basically, we go for verapamil as a CCB and esmolol as the beta blocker. Okay. Now, in endotracheal tube. Do we have to do this in the same video? Do we? Okay, I think we can go for this video in the next lecture.